Hi guys, welcome back to S Chamberlain 5150's YouTube channel. So we're still waiting on some motor parts. You guys knew I blew the motor up, and we got a bunch of stuff on order. We got the heads, I think I said that in the last video. Got a crank, pistons are on order, new cam. I think I went over all this in the last video. I don't really remember what I recorded. So we have a little bit of downtime, and so we've been building some cool stuff. Just trying to get the bike a little bit more set up to lean. Because the last time when we went out racing in the Bagger Racing League, we were pretty much our street setup with race wheels and tires. You know, I did the 17-inch SMT wheels, and then the Dunlop Q4s I put on it. Just, I didn't know any better, and so we gave those a shot. So we're making some changes, be able to move around on the bike more, get some more lean angle, and yeah, so stay tuned, check it out. So I probably should have filmed and showed you the process and everything, what we're doing, but you're probably wondering like, what's going on with this guy? So I built a seat cradle to run a lowrider special seat that raises it up a bit and everything. And this is just all repurposed, like 09 to 13 crash bars I found. So we got like an exhaust mount right here, I don't know, and then some square tubing, circle tubing, did all that. Got it, it mounts all in factory bolts and everything. So sorry about that last clip, I had something weird with the settings and it was going in and out of focus, but this is the seat we have. This is a lowrider special stock seat. Has this little seat tab in the front, and it has two little mounting holes in the back. So seat tab right there, mounting hole in the back, a little extra support on the back side, and then something to lift the seat up. That slides right in there like that. And then have two bolts to go in there like that. So seats secure, have, you know, well, there goes my bolt. Have everything to have it set up a little higher. And you're like, why would you want a seat higher? So me being 6'4" and lanky and raising the seat up, it'll just give me a little bit more so I can move around. Because when you're throwing yourself into a corner, and everything, and you're putting you're hanging your body weight off, you really don't want to do a ton of input to the bars. You know, you don't want to be able to like pull yourself up on the bars, you know, like boom, and then everything. So it's like with the seat up, my pegs up and raised back for max clearance, like this really worked out as far as getting me set up so I can handle some corners better, you know, and get this bike leaned over. So we got that made for the seat. And then per the Bagger Racing rules, we did a 2-inch bag lift on it. So have that. Basically, those Elite Touring Innovation mounting brackets. I got one mounted back here, angle. And I took it apart and did it different. I put studs so then it's easier to put on and off. And then this front one, it didn't really work out how I thought it was, you know. So I re-drilled and tapped the frame for 5/16 up here. We did this front one front to back. It'll still be good to hold on the bags to the race, but as far as touring application, that needs to be rethought out. Because, so we'll go over to the saddlebag. I thought these were straight up and down, but you can see like that angle's in, and then the front angle's a little different. So when I went to put the bag on, it was like, one was like this and one was that. So the front one goes front to back, the rear one goes like that. We relocated the reservoirs, you know, because I had a mounting bracket that would put them back here. And then now with the bag sucked in as much as I can, you know, with shot clearance, we put the reservoirs right here, just simple little bracket, the hose clamps, bolts through, just a whole combo right there. What else we do? So we have the Twisted T Industries pegs. So normally your peg goes here. This raises it up 1.5 inches. So then our brake lever, you know, ended up being weird. So we made these little lifter blocks with a couple different holes. So I can lift the shaft up, you know, my foot could be on there. Ended up being super comfy, you know, trying to get the ergonomics right. We did one on the shift side as well. This one's a touch taller. It's just the way it worked out. A couple extra holes in there in case I want to move it around and move it down. But I think I got it pretty dialed, you know, so downshift, upshift. Be a little easier in the race boots compared to the work boots, but that works out pretty mint on that setup. So we're gonna send that off to powder coat. I also fabricated this little tiny piece. So let's get some light. So with this master cylinder, you know, there's a little plastic fitting right here, and then this is your reservoir. You know, probably go to this bolt right here, and then go down to there. So what I was worried about now with like the shifts or the pegs being a little higher, and I didn't want to accidentally step on that. So I got to get some spacers and longer bolts, but we got like a little master cylinder protector that we can put on there just to keep me from stepping on it. Yeah, so bags lifted 2 inches, reservoirs relocated, got the seat mount. That seat pops on and off, goes to 4 factory bolts, comes off, can put the stock seat back on it when I want. Lifted shifter pegs in the mid setup. We deleted the ABS, or we're working on it. I had a brake line that broke when we were transporting it home when after the motor blew. And then, yeah, so I need to do new brake line from there to there. And then I'll just do new brake line and just eliminate the whole ABS system on this bike. But yeah, that's where we're at with it. Motor parts are coming this week. Hopefully get that all set together. And yeah, you know, we're in crunch time for BRL. So yeah, maybe it'll be like No Sleep Daytona. You know, I don't know if you remember that series. If you're a new subscriber, go watch my old videos when I built that 2003 for that show in Daytona. The last 2 weeks, we were just going like crazy trying to get the bike done. So that might be how this is in getting to BRL. Bagger Racing League, Sonoma, December 10 to December 12. We're gonna be out there racing again. I got 8th place last time, so hopefully we'll get some more points in the series and everything. So with the bike and everything, this is the seating position. As you can tell, I'm like 6'4", 280 pounds. Big dude. Try not to tip it over when we're on the stand. But this is my riding position. I'm gonna keep the 8-inch, 9-inch risers in the bars, because it's like with me, I feel like any lower, I'm just gonna lose my feel for the bike. I can easily get in a good tuck, you know. I'll be looking up over the gauges. Maybe we might relocate the gauges down lower and do a clear windshield. I don't know. I like my Clockworks windshield. So yeah, feels great. You know, rear brakes right here. I don't know if the camera can pick it up. I try to put it on a wide angle lens for this, but like right here, like shifting over, shifting back, like I don't have a ton of input on the bars. Like I can lift myself very easily, you know, to the side. So the new feeding position, handlebars work out really good with the seat, because if I was 4 inches lower with the seat, I really think I would have issues with my knees and you know, not be able to just stand up and be able to shift my weight. So I'm really excited to try this out on the track. So you guys want to like, follow, comment, subscribe, go to my Instagram, stramblin5150, and we're gonna go do some racing on some baggers. Thanks. So for some comparisons, this is with the Mustang seat, not a stock seat, but this is what I ran on the bike with the lifted mids, and I don't have the little toe shifter things on it. But it's like, look at this knee angle. Like, me to lift myself up, I'm like, I gotta hold on to the bars. You know, compared to when I was sitting like this, I was like, oh, all right. So that, and then the shifter or the brake is like way down there. It's just, I can get it, you know, but the lifted seat is definitely better for my ergonomics and my body type and, you know, how I want to do it. And then, yeah, I just feel too cramped right here, you know. There's a reason behind the madness.